nice. There we go.
So you're hanging there nice and heavy for me. Just find that nice little rock from side to side. Feel the stretch in the back of your legs. Let your head fall nice and heavy. You'll come back through center, release those elbows. Just hang there. Start swaying for me again for 3, 2, come back through center, slowly start to reach yourself all the way back up to the top. Reach your hands up overhead, look up to that ceiling, and then dive your hands down to that mat, opening those arms nice and wide one more time. And then you'll walk yourself out into that first plank. Take your right foot next to that right hand. Open that right hand up towards the ceiling. Bring that hand back down. Bring that right foot back, left foot comes forward, open that left arm up, big inhale here, exhale, bring that hand back down, left foot comes back, lift your hips up nice and high for me here, press your heels down, lift and squeeze. So think about really lifting through your belly button and your hips as you give me those little calf raises here for 3, last 2, on that last one, roll all the way back through to your plank. Drop your left knee and your right knee. Go ahead, and you've got about 15 seconds of those cat-cow stretches. You can go at your own pace here. Exhale, lift your belly button up nice and high, tuck your tailbone, and then release everything down, looking to see where that ceiling meets the wall. About 10 more seconds here, just rolling through as you lift your belly button up, plug it into that back, and then release it down. Get a couple more in here for 6 and 5, good, 4 and 3, last 2, open those knees up nice and wide for me, sink back into your child's pose. Enjoy this stretch. You're headed into that nice solid plank series. Do not feel bad if you are tired faster today. If you've been on with me the past 2 days, take a big inhale, reach forward. Your shoulders should be tired. Go ahead and walk yourself up, knees come in. Now walk your hands right underneath of those shoulders for me. Walk that right foot back, left foot back. You hold that plank free. So really think about pressing the floor away from you. Your gaze is right at the edge of that mat. Belly button is pulled in. You're pressing into the balls of your feet. You're just in that first hold in that plank. Again, if your wrists or if your shoulders, if anything is bothering you and you prefer to be on your forearms, you can take any of this in a forearm plank. You are going to be cozy. Remember, it's 5 changes. You get a break and then we repeat 2 rounds and then you come onto your back today. So really think about finding your breath. Open your feet up wide for me here, right to the edges of your mat. You go into your shoulder taps. Just like yesterday, these are so slow and controlled. I don't want you rushing through these. I want you to tap, lower, tap, and lower. Your hips have to stay as square as they possibly can as you're in these taps. Your first option to modify is to drop to the meaty part of your knees as you keep tapping. Your second option is to walk your hands in to that all 4 position. I want you to really do everything you can to not take a break in this first change. You have 10 seconds left right here. 8, 7, 6, good, 5 and 4, last 3, 2, on 1. You are going to walk down to your forearms. Hold here. Feet are still open, nice and wide. Option to drop to your knees as you go into those shoulder reaches. Reach, center, reach, center. So you're tapping your hand right in front of that mat. Your hips have to stay square here. So if you feel like you are rocking and opening up, drop your knees, open those knees up. You reach, come back through center. Reach, come back through center. More than halfway there, about 15 seconds left. Remember, if you're on the meaty part of your knees, it's fine. You can always just hold your plank if you need to. Final 5, 4, good, 3, 2, on 1. Untuck your knees if you can. If not, leave them tucked. You walk up onto those hands. You walk down for 2, lift for 2, right in your plank up downs. You know this. You have 2 changes left. Plank up downs, you're still staying square. Here's where you're tired. You're going to want to start to rush through this. I don't care how strong you are. I want these slow. You come down, 2, press, lift. Feel that forearm plank at the bottom. Feel that regular plank at the top. You are breathing through it. You're more than halfway through. 15 seconds left in these. You're coming right into that nice solid plank form at the top. You've got push-ups and a hold left. You have a minute of work and you can do this. You meet me at the top in 5, 4, 3, 2. First push-up we do together. It's on your toes. You inhale down for 2. Press, lift for 2. Drop your knees when you need to. Slow. Down for 2. Exhale, press and lift. If you need to, you come down nice and slow. You can snake yourself back up and reset. 30 seconds, and then that 30-second hold. Here's where you want the break. You want to give up. Know that you're going to take a break after this. You're working for the break. I need you to let your arms start to shake here. Down for 2. Exhale, press, lift. Final 10 seconds in your push-ups. I need you to fight right here. Don't take that break yet. Everybody meets me in their forearm plank in 5, 4, good. 3, 2, find your forearm plank and hold. I want you to try to glue your legs together here. Squeeze your booty for me. Squeeze your inner thighs. If you need that modification, you're going to walk your feet apart. If not, keep them in. If you drop to the meaty part of your knees, it's fine. Hold for me. You have less than 15 seconds and you get a break. You can do this. Press your palms into that mat. Squeeze your belly for 5, 4, good. 3, 2, 1. Open your knees nice and wide. Press back into your child pose. Really press your seat into your heels. Actively reach to the front of that mat. You're here for 5. In 4, we repeat that. Psych yourself up right here. 3, 2, 1. You come into that all 4 position. Walk your right foot back, left foot back. No hold to start. Right into your taps here. Tap, lower, tap, and lower. How still can you keep your hips for me? Do not let that butt start to lift. You now have your 3 options: regular plank, modified plank, or an all 4 position. That all 4 position is where everyone can hang out. So think of that as your break, and your shoulders are still going to be working. Or you modify. You're going to start getting red here. Your shoulders are going to be on fire. You're also working your back, your chest, and your triceps. So really fight for it. Final 10 seconds. Remember, second round is shorter. You're going to fly through it. It feels so much better. That 10 seconds is a huge difference. 5 seconds and you walk to your forearms. In 4, good. 3, 2, on 1, walk down to your forearms. Move right into your reach, center, reach, and center. Try to stay square here with those hips. Walk your feet apart if you need to. Drop down to your knees, untuck your toes. Reach, center, reach, and center. You have this nice and controlled here. Heart rate might come up a little bit because you're fighting for that warmth. Already in that final 10 seconds for me. Plank up downs on deck in 5. In 4, I want you to fight for it. 3, 2, yes, Virginia, last one, everyone. Walk up for 2, back down for 2. Can you do any of these on your toes before you drop to your knees? If you drop to your knees, I'm fine with it. You can even go into your all 4 position. Remember, forearm plank, hand plank. I need you to make sure that you feel each plank before you go right back into it. Last 10 seconds, push-ups and a hold. You have this. You can do it. 5 seconds and you're in those push-ups. 3 counts down. 3 counts. Slow it down. And 2, on 1, you come down. 2, 3, you can either snake yourself up or press yourself up. Down. 2, 3, press, lift. Go down. 2, 3, press, lower. 2, 3, and you press. Fight for these beautiful push-ups. Belly button pulls in. Inhale to lower. Exhale to lift. Everybody get 2 to 3 more in right here. Fight for this last 6 seconds. You can do it. Down. 2, 3, and you press. Last 1, 2, 3, and you press. Forearm plank to finish. Forearm plank. No knees are down in this last 20 seconds. You can do this. I need you to squeeze your inner thighs. Pull your shoulders away from your ears. Breathe. Look right to the edge of your mat. Don't look for those toes. Hold for me. If you think you're going to drop, open those feet apart. Final 5 seconds. Everybody is getting that little shake. If you're not shaking, I need you to really find that squeeze. 3, 2, 1, and you made it. Come right to your back for me. Right to your back, and then pull your knees into your chest. Grab the balls of your feet and pull your knees in. Open those legs up. Tiny little rock from side to side as you stretch out the back and your legs. Good. We stay in those abs today. From here, you're going to reach both of your legs long and strong for me. I want you to point to the edge of your mat. So think about your belly button plugging in right here. Your toes are at the corners of your mat. You've got to point through your toes for me. Bring your hands behind your head. Interlace your fingertips. Pull your lower body into that mat. Don't let it lift. Take a big inhale. Exhale, reach all the way up. Inhale, lower. As you exhale, look right above that belly and then lower down. So you can either look right between those toes and then lower down. Exhale, lift. Inhale, lower. I need you to feel this in that lower belly into the middle of your abs. Exhale, reach. Inhale, lower. This is a basic movement. Use your breath. Exhale, lift. Inhale, lower. Take your time. You do not need to rush here. Exhale, inhale. Good. 6 here and lower. In 5, you're going to meet me at the top. Are you pointing through your toes? 4. Pull your lower back into that mat. For 3. Good. Last 2 right here. Now, everyone stay lifted on this last one. You're going to come up an inch, down an inch. Up an inch, down an inch. Stay nice and lifted. Is your belly button pulling in? Find that warmth for me. As you pull up an inch and down an inch, press your head into your hands. 6, 5, good. 4, 3, 2, on 1. Lower all the way down. Right hand reaches towards that ceiling. You're usually in a flat foot when we do these. Point through your toes. Take a big inhale. You're going to reach your hand past that left knee, come right back down to center. So you're finding that nice chop motion as you come up, elbows stay wide, both shoulder blades lift off of that mat. Your range of motion changes a little bit here, but don't cheat yourself. Exhale, reach, inhale, lower. So don't find momentum here. Think about how deliberate. Squeeze your belly in as you lift. 6 more to go. You reach and you lower. Your right hand comes past that left leg and then you lower back down. Exhale. Inhale, press your head into your hand for 3 and lower. Good. 2 and lower. Last one, lay all the way down. You add that leg in. This time you're going to lift. You tap about your shin or your ankle, lower back down. So add that leg lift. You're not sitting all the way back up. You're just finding your reach and you lower. Reach and you lower. You're still twisting. Reach that hand past that shin. 6 here and lower. Are you pointing through those right toes? You're still pointing through your toes for me. 4 and lower. Good. 3 and lower. Exhale. Inhale. Last one right here. Lower all the way down. Hand comes behind your head. Back to your center crunches here. Exhale, lift. Inhale, lower. I need you to think about what your lower back is doing. Stamp it into that mat as you lower. Pull your belly button in. You should be warm at this point. Lower down, exhale, lift. Point through your toes for me. Press your head into your hands. You've got 6 more full range. In 5, you hold. 4 and lift. Good. 3. Press your head into your hands for 2. On this last one, hold up. Give me 6 pulses at the top. Up an inch. Down an inch, up an inch, down an inch for 5. Last 4, keep breathing. Tuck that chin. 3, good. Final 2 right here. Last 1, lower down. Left hand reaches. Big inhale, exhale, reach past that right leg. Come all the way down. These look easier than they feel. Press your head into your hands. Wake up those lower abs and your obliques. Reach and lift. Get your shoulder blades off of that mat for me. Find that twist. Point through your toes. 6 more here. Exhale, inhale, exhale, and inhale. Wake those abs up. You stand for legs after this, so you're not going to stay on that mat for as long as you did yesterday. 3, big reach. Good. 2, and squeeze. Find your height. Last one right here. Lower all the way back down. Take that breath. Leg lifts and that hand. You're going to take an inhale. Exhale. Reach towards your ankle or your shin. Come down. Modification. Bend your knee and then extend. So if you need to bend and extend, I'm fine with it. If not, lift, lower, lift, and lower. That leg lift is helping you in that lower ab region to get nice and warm. 6, tap. 5, press your head into your hand. 4, keep fighting for it right here. 3, and lower. 2, and lower. Good. Last 1, lower down. Both hands reach overhead. Bring your feet parallel with one another. You can either flex or point through those toes. Take a big inhale. Exhale, start to roll yourself all the way up to the top, nice and slow. Reach over those toes, shins, ankles, whatever you can find. Hang there for 3, hang there for 2.
On one, sit yourself back up. Heels come onto that mat. You just have 2 changes left in your abs before we move on. Heels dig into that mat. Don't lift your toes for me. Reach your hands nice and long. Find your C curve. Roll yourself down so that it looks like an ice cream scooper scooped down your belly. From here, palms face each other. You're going to come to that right side, back through center, left side. My hands aren't going to go quite as far. I'm too close to that couch. Reach and tap. Good. Reach and tap. If you're too close to your neighbor, bring your hands to prayer and just start tapping left elbow, right elbow. I need you to sink down 1 more inch. Your oblique should be warm right here. So hold on to this movement for me. You've got less than 20 seconds. Slow and controlled twists. Drive your heels into that mat for me. You have this. If not, you're reaching your hands. Keep your shoulders pulled in away from those ears for 10 and 9. Good. 8. You can even row that boat if you need to. 7 and 6. Final 5, 4, 3, 2. Come back through center for me on 1. Reach that right hand forward. Lift that left leg up. Reach that left and that left arm. Squeeze your legs together. Find your boat pose. Can you lift up a little higher? Can you squeeze your legs a little bit tighter? Squeeze, squeeze, squeeze for 10, 9, 8, 7. You're there. 6 and 5. Final 4, 3, 2. Sit all the way up, Indian style. Bring those feet right behind you. Come into that all 4 position for me. Drop your belly button down. Look to see where that ceiling meets the wall. We're getting ready to stand up here. Exhale, lift that belly button all the way up. Plug that belly button in for me. Hold there for 3, for 2. Find that neutral spine. Tuck your right toes, left toes under, hover your knees and hold. Final 30 seconds before you stand. I want you to hover those knees. Whatever drink you want to be balancing on that back, I want you to think, do not let it drop. Belly pulls in, shoulders pull away from your ears. This is just a full body finisher before you stand. 15 seconds. Are your knees hovering? Are your thighs starting to warm up for me right here? You can do it. Hold 10, 9, 8. Good. 7. Don't let them lift. Don't let them lift. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Extend your legs nice and long. Press your heels back towards those mats. Start to pedal out those legs as we get ready to go into that leg series. You've got 4, 3, 2, on 1. Start to walk your feet into your hands, hands into your feet. Grab your opposite elbows. Let your head fall heavy. Tiny little rock from side to side for 3, for 2. You come back into center on 1. Release those elbows. Slowly start to roll yourself all the way up to the top. And then go ahead, if you need to, move that computer for me. Take a sip of water. Get yourself excited as we go into those legs. Perfect. So from here, you're going to meet me on that mat as we go into, you've got a nice little lunge and some hammy work here. So we are going to get those legs nice and warm. Let me just move this. Perfect. So from here, you're going to meet me at the top of that mat. Take your time here because we're building on this. You go into that reverse lunge, you tap your knee, you go right into your knee lift. I want these slow. Tap down, lift, squeeze. Use your hands. You pray at the bottom, you press back at the top. Pray at the bottom, press at the top. You only have 1 full range movement here with those reverse lunges. That's the only thing you're doing that's big. So this is your opportunity to start getting your heart rate up. What I want you to think about is driving through your left heel. When you lift that right knee up, pretend like I'm holding my hand nice and high and you have to hit that hand. Lower abs are turned on right here. I just worked them for you for about 6 minutes. So you should be feeling your abs. I need you to squeeze your left butt cheek at the top, right cheek at the bottom, left cheek at the top. Less than 20 seconds left in this reverse lunge here. Remember, you tap down, you lift, squeeze. I need it to be deliberate. If you are feeling sore and you want to just tap your toe, just tap your toe. You have 10 seconds left. 9 and 8. Good. 7. You stay low for me. In 6 and 5. Good. 4 and 3. Final 2. On that last one, come down nice and low. Knee taps that mat. Knee taps that mat. Tuck your toes under for me. Now you're going to just hover that knee. Yes. You come down an inch, up an inch, down an inch, up an inch. I need your right tailbone tucked. I need your lower belly pulled in, shoulders are relaxed. Put your hands either in prayer or you keep them on your hips. Down an inch, up an inch, down, lift. Good. 10, 9, 8, 7. You're going to have to fight through this for me. 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold. Lift that front heel up and lower that heel. Lift your heel, lower it. Lift and lower. Back knee is going to want to start to lift. You shake it out whenever you need to. If we were at a bar, I would probably let you hold on or put your hand on something. I want you to stay low and I want you to just burn out that leg. Lift your heel and lower it. 3, lift, lower. 2, and you hold that heel up. Now hold your heel up for me. Come down an inch again, up an inch. I know you're on fire. It shouldn't even be humbling. You should feel on fire. This is mean and these are hard. Down an inch, up an inch. You're fighting through this. When you want to take that break, I need you to at least count to 3. Stay in it a little bit longer. Good. 6 and 5. Nice. 4 and 3. Good. 2 on 1. Lower that heel. You get to lift all the way up and then you come back down to a hover. Lift, find that lower. Lift and lower. You can do this. Lift and squeeze, lower and hold. Lift and squeeze, lower and hold. 2 changes left. Less than a minute in this. All the way down, all the way up. You better squeeze that right cheek as tight as you can at the top. Get your booty back down there. 6 left. You hold at the bottom for me in 5. You can do this. 4. Final 3. Good. 2. Last 1. You pulse down for 2, halfway up. Down, 2, halfway up. Down, 2, halfway up. All you have is a hold left on this side. Down for 2, halfway lift. 6, 2, lift. 5, 2, halfway. 4, 2, halfway. 3, 2, halfway. 2, 2, halfway. 1, 2, halfway. Get down, hold. This is it. Arms come up overhead. Yes. Arms overhead. Beautiful. Everybody hover that back knee. Let it shake. You're not going to fall. You can do this. 10, 9, 8. We'll count nice and fast. 5, 4. Get down 1 more inch or I'll start over. Yes. 3, 2, 1. Stand. Nice. Shake out that leg for me. That left leg stays planted. Right leg. Bring your right foot right behind that left heel for me. Hands come behind your head. You go right into that staggered deadlift. Lift, squeeze. Right leg is the one that is high heel. Good. You come down for 2, lift, and you squeeze. Right side into that left side. Good. Lift for 2, lower, 2, lift, and you squeeze. So what I want you to think about right here is your belly button is plugged in. Your left knee is what has that soft bend. Your hips come back, and then you squeeze at the top. Down for 2, lift, and you squeeze. I need that right heel nice and high. Squeeze your glute at the top, and then come right back into it. Lift, 2, lower, 2. Good. Lift, squeeze, lower. So I want the back of your legs to feel just as good as the front of those legs. Your belly has to stay in. So think of this just as much as a standing ab exercise as it is for your legs. So your elbows are nice and wide. If this doesn't feel good, reach your hands down, keep your shoulders plugged into your back. Less than 20 seconds left in this full range movement. Down, 2, lift, squeeze, lower, 2, lift, and you squeeze. High, high heel for me as you shoot your butt back and you pull that belly button in. Final 10 seconds here. 9, 8, good, 7 and 6. We've got this. 5 and 4. Last 3, 2. Get your last one in right here. You meet me standing. Hands can come to your hips or they come to prayer. I'm going to pray. You're going to bring your right heel, right knee lifted. Hold. Find your balance. Soften the bend in that left knee. Point through your right toes. Hold. When I look at you is when I lose it. You are going to extend that right leg back. Then you pull your knee back in slow. You are going into that single leg deadlift, but I want your hands in prayer here. Press your palms together. You pull that knee in and you extend. Lots of balance work here, lots of stability. If you need to, you can tap that toe down at the top and then you can lift and extend. If not, I really want you to think about the extra challenge, pulling that knee up towards your chest, extending it back nice and long. You can point through that toe, but you got to think about dropping that right hip. You will most likely stay square a little bit more if you flex through that foot. So I'm fine if you want to flex when you extend, pull it in, point that toe. Nice balance. Looks good, ladies. Mika, nice and strong. Megan, you've got it. Perfect with that balance. Everyone's getting more flexible. You have 15 seconds here. You hold at the top parallel to that mat. Nice, Faith. Everybody reach for it. Full extension. And then you pull that leg back in. Final 5 right here. Good. 4, 3, 2, hold for me. Now reach your arms long. Start to pulse that left leg down an inch, up an inch. Can you flex through that right foot? Down an inch, up an inch, down an inch, up an inch. For 10, 9, pull your shoulders away from your ears. 8, you're nice and slow for me. 7, can you lift that right leg 1 inch higher? 6 and 5, final hold in 4, 3, 2, freeze for me right there. Square off your hips. You can do this. You should be shaky. Nice. Hold on to that. Perfect. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and you rest. You made it. Let's shake out those legs for a second. Right ankle comes over that left knee. Sink into it. It's so tight that I can't do that with you, but I want to. Go ahead and hold there for 3. Really sink your butt back in that nice little figure 4. For 2, on 1, come all the way up. Left ankle comes over that right knee, and you'll sink into that stretch. Hold there for 3. Good. For 2, on 1, go ahead and grab that right ankle. I just want you to stretch these out so that you feel really good going into that second round. Tuck your tailbone under, feel that stretch in your quad for me. Hold there for 3, hold there for 2. Now drop it down, grab that opposite ankle for me. No combo movements on your deadlift and your lunges today. I want to keep them separate, and I want you to really think through that stability. Drop that leg down and go into that left side. So here's your opportunity to wake everything back up. You are going to pray at the bottom, tap your left knee down, lift up, press your hands back at the top. Remember, bottom left cheek, top right cheek. That knee comes up. Find a second or 2 of balance when you squeeze. So this isn't just up and down, up and down. If you really want cardio, pick it up. But I want you to find your balance at the top and then squeeze your butt. Drive through that right heel as your left heel drives up towards your chest. Think slow, controlled, and basic movements, but can you engage your abs? Can you relax your shoulders? Can you squeeze your booty for me as tight as you can? Remember, you have switched legs. I feel like I've had a couple people not switching legs on me, and then you're miserable. Big squeeze. So left leg comes down, you tap, drive that knee up. So think about my hand at your chest. Hit that hand, find your balance for me. You have less than 20 seconds, and you go into those tiny movements that I know you're all psyched up for right now. Tiny and controlled. So give yourself that big squeeze lift. Squeeze your right cheek at the top, squeeze your left cheek at the bottom. Final 10 seconds. Make sure you are getting that back knee down for that tap as you drive it up and squeeze. For 8 and 7, good. 6 and 5, final 4 and 3. Get that last one in, you hold at the bottom. Drop your knee down. Find your 4. Is your right knee right over that ankle? Left butt should be over that knee. Now go ahead and hover that knee for me. Reset. You come up an inch, down an inch. I need your tailbone tucked. Feel that nice stretch in that quad and your hip flexor. Drive that booty down. It is so tiny. You're barely lifting and you are finding that shape right from the start. Shoulders drop. 10, 9, good. 8 and 7. You have this. 6 and 5. Final 4 and 3. Good. 2. Hold it at that bottom on 1. You're going to lift your heel, lower your heel. That heel lift has to be slow. It's not this up and down motion. Heart rate should come up here because this burns and it's mean. Form looks great. Hold on to that, Amy. Beautiful. Yes. If that bothers your back, stay up a little bit higher. Megan, nice. Balance looks great around these rooms. Emma, shake it out. You look strong. Belly's pulled in. Virginia, freaking awesome. Hold on to that. Don't you dare get up. 3, lift. 2, lift. Last one. You are going to start those pulses again with your heel nice and high. Pulse it down an inch, up an inch. Think about how strong that calf is, how strong your ankles are as you drive that tailbone down. I know these are awful. I rarely do this much in these low lunges. 10 seconds. 9, 8. You get to drop that front heel. You've got that full range movement on deck in 5, 4, good, 3, 2, 1, drop that heel, you come all the way up and then that hover, squeeze, hover, squeeze and hover. Think about that split squat here, down, squeeze, lift, lower, lift, beautiful, down and up, you've got it, 10, 9, 8, 7, final 6, 5, you've got 4 more here, 3, 2, 1, come down to the bottom. You give me 2 pulses, you come halfway up, down, 2, halfway, down, 2, halfway. These to me are my least favorite, most painful. Hold on to them. You have that final hold after this. Down, 2, little lift, down, 2, halfway up, down, 2, just halfway up. Now watch your backs. They're going to start to arch here. Tuck your tailbone under. Do not press yourself forward. Suck everything in. Down, 2, halfway up. You've got it. 4, 2, halfway. 3, 2, halfway. Final 2, 2, halfway. Last 1, 2, halfway. Get down, low hold. Arms come up. This is it. Can you hover that back knee? Can you tuck your tailbone under? 8 seconds. You can do this. 7, let it shake. Tuck your butt. 6, nice. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and you rest all the way up. Give those legs a nice little punch. Let's finish it up here so we can go into some arms. Left leg comes back. Notice you're going right side, left side, right side, left side. So you're fatigued at this point. Bend that right knee. Left heel is nice and high. Hands come behind your head. Same amount of love on this side as you stagger those deadlifts. And squeeze. Good. Down. 2. Lift. Squeeze. Down. For 2. Lift and you squeeze. I need you to think to yourself as you shoot that butt back, you should feel all of that nice stretch and burn in the back of that right leg. I want you to relax your shoulders and get that body parallel to that mat. If you can, no lower than that. Belly button pulls in. Think about plugging your belly button in as you are working. Let me open this window a little bit as I die in here, as I get my own body all fired up. You should be glistening at this point of the workout. Lift, 2, lower, 2, lift, 2, shoot your hips back. Feel that beautiful stretch in the back of that right leg. Less than 20 seconds in these. You don't have to speed it up, but if you do not feel that warmth building on the back of your leg, think about softening that bend a little bit more. Good. Some of you might need to straighten that leg. If you don't feel it, make sure you tell me. We'll work on it together. 10, 9, 8, 7. Good. 6, 5, 4, 3. Get this last one in right here. You meet me at that top. Hands come to prayer. Left knee lifts. Left knee lifts for me. Hold. From here, you are going to reach that left leg back, and then you bring it in. Think of almost like a 2 count here. You lift and reach, pull it back in. Here's where your leg feels like it's going higher than it is. If you're losing your balance here, you can either stay in the stagger or you can tap your leg at the top. Your leg should be fatigued at this point, so don't be mad at yourself if you're falling out of it. Just regroup, get back into it. I need your body to come parallel to that floor though. Nice. If you lose your balance, do not stress. The second I start looking at you guys, I always lose mine. Back, and then you pull that knee in. Can you catch yourself at the top if you're losing that balance? Less than 20 seconds here. Lift it up, and then you reach it back. If you are pressing your palms together, I want you to make sure you're breathing. Look about 3 feet out in front of you. Don't clench your jaw. 10 seconds right here. You're going to hold at the top. This last minute is going to be the hardest, so I need you to really, really think about what you're doing. In 3, you hold. 2, last 1. Everybody reach those hands for me. Bend your right knee. Down an inch, up an inch. Down an inch, up an inch. I need you to think to yourself right here, that left leg is lifted, your hips are square, you're pulsing your right knee down, thigh on fire. Final 10, you have this. 9, 8, there's no need to rush these pulses. You're fired up at this point. It's a tiny movement. 3, 2, everybody freeze. Find it. You can find it right here. Reach those hands, bend that right knee. Reach to me like I'm gonna pull you out of this. 8 seconds, hinge, 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 belly in. Reach, reach, reach. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Stand all the way up. Open your feet. Heels in, toes out. Slow air squats. Down, lift and squeeze. No break. Down, and then press it up. Last little bit right here. I'm just opening up those hips. Lower, squeeze. We grab our weights after this and lift. Nice. 10 and 9. Good. 8. Can you get your butt even with your knees? 7, 6, 5. Good. 4 and 3. Last 2, 1 and 2. Lift. You made it. Grab those weights for me. Tiny break in those legs. Shake them out. Weights come into your hands. Take a sip of water if you need it. You haven't really had a nice little stretch. So take water. Take that big inhale for me. Exhale. Reach those arms into your goalpost position. Soften the bend in your knees. I won't make you use your legs. If you lock them out, I'll put you in a second position. Hold. Bend your knees. From here, you're going to squeeze your arms into parallel. Press them out wide. Squeeze and press. Remember, shoulders, you hit them in the beginning of class. If they fatigue faster than you're used to, it's only because you've been working so hard this week. Press, pull, press, and pull. I need this to be deliberate. Squeeze. Every time you squeeze your arm, then can you hug your belly? Squeeze and press. For 3. Nice. 2 more. Last one, hold this one in. You extend your arms to me and you give me that high hammer curl. Reach, pull, reach. Are your knees bent? Are your belly buttons pulled in? Abs working here. In and out for 10, 9, 8, 7. Good. 6 and 5. Hold on to it. 4 and 3. Last 2. Hold everything out on one. Palms face that floor. Down an inch, up an inch. Down an inch, up an inch. Your wrists do not come above your shoulders. 10, 9, 8, 7. Good. 6 and 5. You've got this. 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold. Palms face up. You pull arms in. You reach, press, serve that platter. We're just going from shoulders to biceps. Shoulders to biceps. You got it. Reach and pull. You serve that platter. Pull it in for 10, 9. Good. 8, 7. Really deliberate. Are you hugging your belly button in? 6, 5. Final 4, 3, 2. On 1. Can you meet me at that halfway point? Halfway point. Little pulses. Out an inch, in an inch. Out and in. Relax your shoulders. Squeeze your weights. Those arms are below, hands below your shoulders as you press and punch. Good. 10, 9, and 8, 7. Keep breathing. Pull your belly in. Bend your knees. 5, 4. Final 3. Last 2. Hold it out on 1. You open for 2. Squeeze for 2. Remember, hands are below your shoulders. You've got this. You are just going back and forth. Shoulders, biceps, shoulders, biceps. 6 and 5. Final 4 and 3. You've got this. 2. Hold on 1. Little pulses. 10 and 9. Good. 8. Keep going. 7. Arms are parallel for 6 and 5. Final 4 and 3. Last 2 and 1. Drop your arms all the way down. Regular bicep. Lower. Squeeze, lift. Now think about your arms right here. I know those weights are light. In that regular bicep curl, I need you squeezing triceps, biceps, triceps, and biceps. You can do this. Down and lift. Lower, squeeze, lift. Turn this into a hammer curl in 3, in 2. On 1, palms face that midline. You pull and press. Pull and you press for me. Reach and lower. Reach and you lower. Final 10 and 9. You've got 8 more here. 7 and 6. Hold on to it. 5 and 4. Last 3 and 2. Hold your arms down at the bottom. Bend your knees, hinge forward. Arms reach right out in front of you. Pull your elbows in now. Lock them in. Reverse them. Press and pull. You have your kickbacks. 10, 9, 8, and 7. Squeeze your arms in and pull your belly button in. 6. You're holding at the top in 5. You have 2 changes left. 4, 3, 2. Uphold. Palms face that ceiling. Little presses. 10, 9. Good. Bend your knees. Look forward about 3 feet. You've got 6, 5 and a hold, 4 and a hold, 3, last 2, 10 seconds. I know you can hold those arms up there. Pull your shoulders away from your ears. Hold 8, hold 7. Can you squeeze your triceps? 1 inch. Yes. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Lower all the way down. Roll through your shoulders. Drop your weights to the side. I know how much you love me right now, but you know that you're finishing the same way that you started. You have less than 5 minutes of class left. Back of your mat. Arms reach up overhead. Dive your hands down to your mat. Grab your opposite elbows. I need you to set that intention right now to finish out these planks strong. Tiny inhale, big exhale. Come back through center, release those elbows. You walk yourself right back out into your plank. You know your 3 options. Feet separate. We're in this together. Tap, lower, tap, lower. Shoulders are so important to help every other bit of those arms and your back. You're tapping and you're lifting. You know you can drop to your knees when you need to. You can even come into that all 4 position. You do not need to stop working because you have 3 options for how challenging you want to make this for yourself. Walk yourself back out. You hold in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Walk down to your forearms. Find your form. Option to stay here. Option to start reaching forward and back. If you need to, drop those knees, untuck your toes, reach, center, reach, center. Good. 10, 9, 8, 7. Good. 6, 5. Hold on to it. 4, 3, 2. Center on 1. Up for 2. Lower. 2. Lift for 2. Lower for 2. 3 options on your feet, on your knees, or in that all 4. You will not be happy with yourself if you give up at the end here. So I need you to let your arms shake, burn them out, finish them out. It is 1 round and you come back to your back. You're not going through this twice. So if you are holding back, don't do it. Meet me in that plank form in 5, 4, 3, 2. Everybody tuck your toes. 1 push up together. Down for 2. Press, lift for 2. Drop your knees if you need to. Down for 2. Press, lift for 2. Last set of push-ups right here. Finish them nice and strong. You have 1 change left. You can do it in your plank. Think to yourself, 10 seconds left in your push-ups. Everyone get 2 to 3 more in right here. You hold in your hand plank. Don't come down to your forearms unless you have a wrist or an elbow issue. In 3, 2, hand plank right here. Can you glue your legs together? Are your shoulders shaking? Pull your shoulders away from your ears. Everyone can take a peek up, then look back down to the top of that mat. This is it for your planks. Squeeze your legs, pull your belly button in, hug that tummy. Hold 10, 9. You come right to your back in 8, 7. Good. 6 and 5. You can do this. 4, 3, 2. Come down right onto your back for me, right onto your back. It's quick, I know. Lower all the way down. This time, feet come into that tabletop position. Flex through your feet, hips right underneath of those knees, shins parallel, hands come behind your head. Lift up through center for me. You go right into your slow bicycle. Stop in the center, twist, center, twist, and center. Slow and controlled. Twist, center. Don't rush this, you'll regret it. Tap, center, twist. Think about full extension. I want your feet flexed. Reach, center, reach, center. Keep it slow. Get rid of that stop in the center. So you twist, twist, twist. You're in your last change right here. Slow and control. I will tell you when you're going to pick up that pace. I need you to breathe. Exhale, reach each side, elbow past each knee. Can you start to speed it up right here? Switch, 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 and you switch. You have less than 20 seconds. If you need to stay slow for form, stay slow for form. Keep twisting for me. If you can pick it up, you are going to give me all out in 3 and 2. Final 10 seconds. Switch, switch, switch. Nice, Meg. Go 8, 7, 6. Everyone's fighting here. No temper tantrum. 4, 3, 2, 1. Knees into your chest and rest. Pull your knees into your chest. You made it. We're going to stretch. Grab your balls of your feet, come into that happy baby. Pull your knees towards your shoulders. Take a big inhale. Exhale, pull your knees in even further. Hold there for 3. Big inhale. Big exhale right here. Good. Bring your knees into your chest for me. Rock yourself up to that seated position. Feet come flat. Walk your hands behind you. I want you to go ahead and lift your chest. Drop your head back. Feel your shoulders and your chest opening up here. Relax. Hold there for 3. Hold there for 2. On 1, I want you to bring your right ankle over your left knee. Keep your hands back. You do not need to press on that knee. You just have to lift your chest up and press that right knee back. If you do not feel this, lay back and grab your thigh. But you should be able to feel that warmth. If I can get myself back up, hold there for 3. Big inhale for 2. On 1, you're going to release that right ankle. Bring your left ankle over your right knee. Press your left knee back. Lift your chest up for me right here. Hold there for 3. Really press that left knee back for 2. On 1, you're going to come up to that seated position for me. Cross those legs. Reach those hands up overhead. Now reach your palms towards that floor in front of you. Feel that lower back and each of those outer thighs. Hold there for 3. Take a big inhale. Exhale for 2. On 1, start to walk your hands all the way back in. From here, you're going to reach your right hand overhead. Press your left forearm into that mat. Really big reach for 3. 2, come back through center. Right forearm hits that mat. Left forearm, left hand reaches. Hold there for 3. For 2, you come back up through center. Reach both hands up overhead. One more time. Soften that little back bend. Come back through center. Palms come together and give yourself that nice little bow. Sorry, we finished on the floor, but I wanted to give you that baby stretch at the end. You made it. How we feeling? Shoulders, got to stretch them more for me because they are going to be dead and you have 2 more days left this week. How we feeling? Look at Virginia's face. Good? Yeah.
I'm dead.
Okay, good. Lots of shoulders this week. So lots of stretches for me. When you can, give me some stretches with those poor little arms. Roll out your wrists. And let me know if you're not feeling good anywhere. I'll give you some modifications because you have 2 more days of some serious planks. We'll switch them up tomorrow and Friday, but I just want you to know that they're headed your way. Have a great day.